What if I told you that people have been manipulating your thoughts, emotions, and even your decisions without you ever realizing it? These aren't the obvious tricks you've heard before. These are subtle, hidden psychological tactics used by master manipulators to control your mind. At work, in relationships, even by people you trust the most. In this video, I'm going to reveal 6 advanced manipulation techniques that most people never notice. And by the end, you'll see the world completely differently. Let's expose the game before they play it on you. Number 1, the Trojan horse technique. This manipulation method works by disguising the manipulator's true intention behind a seemingly innocent or appealing offer. It operates on the principle of misdirection, where the target's attention is drawn to something attractive, while the real goal remains hidden inside. This technique relies on your natural tendency to accept help, kindness, or opportunities without questioning deeper motives. Because the outer action or offering appears generous or helpful, the target lowers their guard and allows the manipulator access, emotionally, psychologically, or physically, to areas they would otherwise protect. Once trust is gained under false pretenses, the manipulator can introduce harmful or self-serving objectives that the victim never saw coming. It's a slow infiltration disguised as goodwill, and by the time the real motive is clear, the manipulator is already deeply embedded in the situation. Number 2, the foot-in-the-mouth tricks. This trick starts with an emotionally disarming question that's designed to make the target feel seen, heard, or respected, softening them up and lowering their defenses. The manipulator uses this moment of emotional vulnerability to shift into a larger request that would otherwise seem intrusive or unreasonable. The key to this manipulation is psychological priming. The target feels obligated to stay consistent with the image they've just presented, such as being kind, cooperative, or agreeable. So they are more likely to say yes to things they would typically refuse. The manipulator subtly traps the target in a dynamic where saying no makes them feel rude, guilty, or like they're going back on their own character. This tactic is powerful because it builds on your own values and behavior to coerce compliance, making it feel like the decision was yours, even when it was engineered by someone else. Number 3, conditional compliments. This form of manipulation weaponizes praise by attaching hidden expectations, comparisons, or subtle put-downs. The manipulator offers a compliment not purely to affirm or uplift, but to create psychological dependency on their approval. It's not about making you feel good, it's about making you crave their validation. These compliments often carry an undercurrent of criticism or surprise, reinforcing that your value is conditional upon meeting their standards. Over time, but to create psychological dependency on their approval. It's not about making you feel good, it's about making you crave their validation. These compliments often carry an undercurrent of criticism or surprise, reinforcing that your value is conditional upon meeting their standards. Over time, this shapes your behavior, making you more likely to seek their praise, avoid their disapproval, and conform to their desires. The power of this technique lies in its ability to confuse the mind. Part of you feels appreciated while another part feels unsure, leading you to work harder for clear affirmation. This creates an emotional hook where your self-worth becomes entangled with the manipulator's perception of you. Number 4, semantic traps. This tactic involves asking questions or making statements that are structured in such a way that any answer or reaction you give validates the manipulator's narrative. These are loaded phrases that assume guilt, weakness, or intent, forcing you to defend yourself rather than question the accusation itself. By framing the language carefully, the manipulator controls the conversation, putting you in a defensive position where your response confirms the very idea you want to deny. You are not engaging with truth, you are engaging with their chosen version of reality. This tactic is especially dangerous because it exploits the brain's natural tendency to respond quickly to accusations, even when false. It creates a conversational maze where the only way out seems to be agreement or surrender, making it extremely difficult to break the manipulator's psychological grip without stepping back and refusing the terms altogether. Number 5, artificial scarcity. Artificial scarcity is a psychological strategy that manipulates urgency and decision-making by creating a false sense of limited time, availability, or exclusivity. This tactic leverages one of the brain's most primal triggers, the fear of missing out. When people believe something is rare or time-sensitive, they are far more likely to make impulsive decisions without fully evaluating their options. The manipulator uses this pressure to push you into a corner where hesitation feels like loss, and acting quickly feels like survival. However, the scarcity is often fake or exaggerated, used only as a tool to rush your judgment. The key danger of this manipulation is that it overrides logic with anxiety. Instead of asking whether something is right for you, your brain asks whether you'll lose the opportunity. And that fear becomes the dominant factor in your decision, handing control directly to the manipulator.
Number 6.
Projection manipulation. Projection manipulation is a defense and attack rolled into one. The manipulator takes their own guilt, flaws, or destructive intentions and assigns them to you. By doing this, they deflect responsibility and make you the problem in the relationship or situation. This tactic is deeply destabilizing because it turns your reality upside down. You begin to question your own motives, behavior, or emotional reactions as the manipulator accuses you of doing the very thing they're guilty of. This psychological mirroring is not accidental. It's a deliberate tactic to confuse you, disrupt your confidence, and gain the upper hand by forcing you into self-defense mode. When you're constantly defending yourself, you're no longer examining the manipulator's behavior, which is exactly what they want. Over time, this dynamic can lead to severe emotional fatigue and self-doubt, giving the manipulator increasing control over your thoughts and responses. Now that you know these 6 psychological traps, you won't fall for them again. Manipulators thrive on your ignorance, but knowledge is power. The moment you can spot these tactics, you take your power back. If this opened your eyes, leave a comment below. Which of these have you experienced? Let's talk about it. And if you want more videos like this, dark psychology, mental warfare, and emotional defense, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to wake up. You're not just watching, you're learning how to protect your mind.